Good morning, and welcome to Winnipeg. Now, I don't know what the weather's going to be because I haven't checked it this morning, so we won't talk about that. The sunrise, it's just sort of beginning to happen right now. Whether or not the walkers have come through or not, I don't know. I haven't seen them yet. But I imagine they have. I don't think they've missed for quite a while. Yeah. If you remember way back in the early summer, right after I got the e-bike, I got on the e-bike and I went out there with that one morning and I actually met them. And they were quite open, you might say, to being on video. So, yeah, I was thinking maybe before the snow comes, maybe I should get on the e-bike and go out there some morning again. Now, it's going to be dark. Well, maybe, I was going to say after the time changes and in early November, we set the clocks back. But it'll still be kind of dark. And by then, I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of snow on the ground. I did see the news this morning, and they were talking about in Saskatchewan, which is about 600-700 kilometers west of here, from the center of Manitoba to the center of Saskatchewan. They're going to be they're predicting sort of a blizzard or something. So generally what they get, we get the next day. So anyway, now last night I did come back to the model table, so we're going to have a rollback, and it had been my plan to finish step 51, but we didn't, so we'll have to continue on with it today. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of news here. I think we may as well just get into the model, but before we do that, let's roll back. Okay, this is the plan. And the plan is I'd like to see if possibly I can get step 51 done this evening. 51 deals with the more simple turret, number 1. It doesn't involve anything on the top. We are not going to be putting the railings along the edges, so we don't need to worry about that. So all it basically is the ladders. There's the flotation baskets, these things. The number 1 does not have the little cranes attached to the side, or to the top rather, that hang over the side. We need 3 blast bags. I was thinking about when I do the blast bags on turret number 2 and number 3, it might be a good idea to put them on before I mount the guns in place, because while I'm manipulating everything around, trying to get the blast bags adjusted, I could accidentally break the gun. So I'll do the blast bags first and then the guns. But we don't need to worry about that until we get to step 52. Okay, let's. I did go out on the bike this afternoon. When I opened the door and I looked outside, the road, it was kind of dry, but there was wet spots on it. And I was visioning going, if I was to go out on the scooter, I was sort of envisioning maybe hitting a patch of wet leaves or something like that. Like, it is autumn here in Winnipeg, and we do have a lot of leaves floating around. And I just thought I'd probably be safer on the e-bike. So I went out on the e-bike. I was out for 1 hour and 14 minutes. An enjoyable 1 hour and 14 minutes. Okay, let's have an enjoyable evening here and recompose. And I think the thing to do now would be get some ladders in place here. I think I can be careful while I put everything together. Yeah, let's get some ladders on here. Once again, I'm going to let gravity be our friend, and we'll use the helping hands again to hold this up on its side, and we'll use the clear coat. I'm almost out of clear coat. I'm almost out of a lot of stuff. Now, the longer ladders, the E13s, they go between the blast bags on the front. And these shorter ones, as near as I can tell from the manual, they go right about here, like this. And I don't want them to be proud of the top, so maybe they're going to have to, something like that. I think that's the way they're supposed to go. I could maybe come just a little bit closer to the life raft. Might fit better. Yeah, it's all right. That's pretty square. Let's just put it right there. Now my flat clear, I should have mixed it up. You know, if it's not mixed up, you may as well just use ordinary clear, gloss clear. This makes really good lightweight glue, doesn't it? By lightweight, I mean thin glue, because it evaporates so it almost evaporates too much. There we go. I want to get it down the side so that it's sort of on both sides of the stringer. Okay, when that dries, that should almost completely shrink, but there'll be enough residue to hold the ladder in place. I'm going to maybe use my heat gun on that, just at a low temperature, just to sort of speed things up just a little bit, and then I can turn the. You know, it'd probably stick there if I was to carefully turn it over right now. I don't think it would fall off, but I'm just gonna stop everything here, and I'm just gonna speed things up just a little bit. I'll be back probably in about 10 minutes. Okay, what I did was, first of all, I knew you're going to want to see what the difference is, and I ran it for maybe 3 minutes at 160 degrees Fahrenheit, and you can see that it's still wet, but it's not going to fall off now when I turn it over. Okay, we are back. Now, when I was setting up to shoot this scene here, I heard a little dog at my door woofing, and it was Missy looking for a dog cookie. She knows that the person that lives in this house will occasionally give her a cookie, so. Okay, now, we are going to do this side now. I sure do like this wax pencil 6 airbrush, Tony. Okay, I think that's straight enough. Should I be putting on the macro lens? Yeah, put on the macro lens. I'll try and maybe paint it downward like this so that I don't move the ladder up. Should I put any more on there, or am I going to be a moron? Okay, I think I got it pretty good here. All right, just let me put the lid on the, and I'm going to use the heat gun again, and this time I'll try and do the time lapse, and so that means don't bump anything. Okay, I'm going to set it for 160 degrees again. Okay, I was watching in the monitor there, and I can see where there appears to be a little bit of glinting on the fourth rung from the top, but otherwise everything else looks like it's basically dry. I think there's probably enough residue underneath that it's not going to fall off. Once again, a person could pick it off if they, with their nail if you wanted to, but well, I don't want to. Uh-oh. Do you know what I see? Do you know what I see? I think 160 degrees might have been too hot. The glue, you know what's happened? The glue that was underneath that hadn't evaporated yet. Yes, it softened this. It didn't really melt. This deforming of the raft is from the glue. I know on some of these rafts I used too much glue. Story of my life, right? Okay, I'll only use 140 degrees next time. Anyway, yeah. No, isn't that something? I'm glad I caught that on camera. And I'm glad you were able to see it. Okay. I don't know why I show my stupidity all the time. All right. That's going to be all right. Yeah, that's going to be okay. Okay, let's do some of the front ones now. Okay, now these longer ones, the E13s, they're going to go in between Marines' shoes. I mean blast bags. I just want to see how this is going to fit. Oh yeah. We may have difficulty when it comes to fitting them over the ends of the barrels in case when I painted these blast bags, I might have got paint on the inside and decreased the size of the diameter of the hole, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. Okay, so I get one right on the very edge there, one here, and then put the other, I guess it would be two in between. Okay, so may as well lay them in place right now, and then I can do the flat clear thing all at the same time. Okay, one will go right on the edge. The other edge. Just put it in the dead center. And like that. Okay, let's move in just a little bit. Okay, I don't have anything on my brush here yet. I'm just using it to position the ladder. Just get it basically straight. Like that. Now this one here, just get it in the center. Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's not bad. Okay, here we go. Might as well start over here on your left. I won't do the heat gun time-lapse thing. We've already seen that done. You know how that works. I just want to make sure that the stringer is completely covered all the way along. And it is. Okay, next one. Oh, I did remember to push record, didn't I? Yeah, I see the red dot. Every once in a while, I'll go to a lot of work to, shooting a scene, only to find out I don't got it. Ooh. Got it a little bit crooked here, don't I? I don't want to get it too close to that blast bag. Although, mind you, if it's closer to the blast bag when the captain says, "Hey, Barnacle Bill, get up there and fluff them blast bags." Okay. Okay, I think we'll just let that dry. I noticed this first one we did. It seems to be evaporating already. I'm just going to do the heat gun thing, just at a distance at 140 degrees. Although, mind you, I don't have any glue to worry about boiling on me. Okay, so you get the idea. Okay, our glue is not completely dry yet, but while I was holding the heat gun here, I just all of a sudden thought, I wonder if this clear coat, or this flat clear rather, would have been able to be, if I could have used it to do these little railings, or would they just, would they break off the first thing that touched them, like even a piece of easy line or something like that. It was just a thought, it was just a thought. I'm not going to do it though. But okay, so much for that thought. Okay, time is getting on here. I guess we will not be getting step 51 done tonight. And okay, let's try not to scratch anything here. These flotation baskets are the most fragile thing, so I'm going to be wanting to put them across the back last. Okay. Yeah, this should be all right. I think that probably what's going to happen is the blast bags are going to position the guns one way or the other as far as elevation goes. I'm noticing across the top of the life rafts there, where I guess when I was sanding it, or actually what happened was I took and I was rubbing them on the cloth here to get the powder from the sawdust, if you know what I mean, off, and I guess I rubbed the paint off. So I might want to take my little brush and just go with the number 66 across the top there, just touch that up, because it's kind of noticeable. At least I notice it. So okay, so we got that. Now I think these are ready to glue together. I can't think of anything else I have to do there, so we could just maybe use some Tamiya. Probably the quick setting would be okay here in these seams. But you know what? I think I'm going to leave that for the morning. Yeah, I think we've done about as much as I want to do here tonight. What do we got here? It's 7 minutes to 9 already. I'm not getting tired or anything, but I don't want, like I said before, I don't want to overdo it. Okay. And also I want to watch that when I'm moving this top around on the cloth here, that I don't catch the ladders and break them off. Yeah. Careful, Ron. Okay, I'll be careful. Okay. We'll see you in the morning. Okay, it is morning. And it seems to me that last night I ended up by saying I was going to maybe use the quick setting. All right. Now we just want to get it in the cracks here. I don't want it to go running down the sides. I wonder, would I be better off maybe taking this off and applying it on the edges? You know, maybe instead of using the quick setting, I should use the extra thin, which is a little thicker. Where is it? Here we go. And let's just do a dry run here. Let's carefully take this out. If we were to put all the way around the edge, then can we carefully but quickly put this back in? Yeah, I think that'll work. That might be better. So let's just give it a whirl here. But try and be careful that I don't let it run down the edges. I don't want to take too long here because this will go and dry on me before I get finished. Oops, I went over the side. I'm scared to look. I'll just do this one more time here because that was the first one I did, I think. Okay, now carefully but quickly. Yeah, that should be all right. It's not 100% adhered all the way around, but it would just have to be sort of like spot welded is all it's going to take. Okay. Now, what is the next thing we got to do here? We were going to put the flotation baskets on the back last. And where are we here? Okay, carefully. All right, we got the ladders on. We got the top down. You know what? I think the only thing left to do now is the flotation baskets, and then that'll be it for 51. Yeah. Oh, the blast bags. We were going to put the blast bags on now, and then the flotation baskets. Okay. Let's see how these are going to fit here. All right. Now they go. How do they go? I wonder if I should be letting gravity be my friend here. Let's do a center one here. Is it gonna go? Oh, you know what? I got some paint on the bottom there, just underneath the. I wonder how I did that. I guess when I was painting the barrel. Yeah, should I maybe be recomposing here? And let gravity be our friend, and it'll just hold them in the right position. I'm probably tipping it up out of the field of view. Just let me recompose here, and I'll get this front level. That's the plan anyway. Okay, you can see what I've done here. Now we'll try this again. Now, it seems that to get the blast bag to fit, okay, it sort of locks over this little flange that you can see sticking up all the way around the outside. It seems to lock like that. But let's see if we can get them all in place here. Okay, that first one actually went on better than I thought it was going to, so. This one's not going quite as good. Maybe I don't have it lined up. That's not bad. No, it's not good. If I could find something that I see, my fingers get in the way and I can't see what I'm doing there. Okay, that seems to be locked. Yeah, well, let's do the last one here. I want to be careful I don't accidentally pick off the ladder. Okay. There, I think that's about it. Where's something else? Oh, I don't want to be scratching marking the blast bags either. I think they go like that. And then they should be holding the barrel at the right elevation. Yeah, I think, okay, should I maybe be having this whole thing tilted up a little bit more so that the barrels aren't wanting to slump down? Just let me readjust here. Okay, right now, everything seems to be fallen in the right place. I'm looking at the barrels. Maybe I should move my camera up just a little bit here. Okay, now you can see the top of the barrels. Yeah, they're pretty much all at the same elevation. And the blast bags do appear to be over top of that flange. Now, maybe what I could do is take some extra thin here and let it wick its way along the bottom. I'll sort of drop it on the bottom and let it wick its way along and hope that it's not going to run too badly out into the over the paint and spoil everything here. Okay, there, I actually saw it go. And we'll do the same on the middle one now. If I can get in there, that is. I suppose if worst comes to worst, I can always touch up the paint. There. I'll come in from this side. Yeah, I can see the glue is. This one's not quite, doesn't seem to be quite right, does it? Oh, there we go. Oh, styrene res is starting to run a bit, so I better quit while I'm ahead here. And this center barrel seems to be aimed down just a little bit too much. Well, let's just leave that for a little bit here. I'm going to press stop and we'll check it in about 5 minutes. I think that's going to be okay. It could be that, well, this is turret number 1. Turret number 2 is going to have the barrels possibly over top of turret number 1, but in all likelihood, I will have the barrels off to the side a little bit, probably at about 45 degrees. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to have a problem with turret number 2's barrels rubbing on the top of turret number 1. I think we basically got it here. Yeah, I think we basically got it. And I haven't broken any ladders off yet. Okay, I think the only thing left to do now is the blast bags on the front. And once again, I'm going to let gravity be my friend. And my blue tack on the side of the jar seemed to work pretty good, so maybe we'll just be doing that again here. Something like this. I don't think I want to be putting pressure on the end of the barrels, just in case the glue is not on the blast bags is not quite hard yet, and it'll just slowly give way on me. Yeah, that should work okay. Now I'm noticing that I'm probably going to have to take and sort of dry brush the number 66 or whatever it is on these because I'm seeing photo etch. Okay. The instructions are not too clear as to how it goes on, but I think that these, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, have something to do with what this is supposed to be centered on. And I might do well to use a blob of CA thick. Maybe I should be using different tweezers too. These ones maybe are. So let's do a sort of a dry run. Let's say I put a little blob of CA thick on each one of these ribs, and then set this in place. Okay, let's give that a try. Maybe I'll put the macro lens on so that you can, see how bad this all looks. Okay, I will not be using the CA thick because I tried to get some out of the bottle right now and it won't come out. It's just, well, it's just too thick. So this is the thin here. Now I think that these are supposed to be up at the same height as the back of the turret. Now the manual is not clear. The manual is not clear. I might try to move this there. That's pretty much it. Maybe down just a little on this side. Now as long as I'm going to have to repaint, I may as well just drop some right through the grating. I don't know if I'm actually doing it or not. Maybe let's do it on the center here. Oh, I moved it. Yeah, I think it went through. Well, I could maybe use a. Yeah, that's not too bad. Maybe a little touch of curing agent. Okay, as you can see, I put the second basket on, did it much the same way. And this is the second coat I'm putting on this one right here. And I'm trying to be very careful not to plug up the little detailed grating here. I don't think I need to put any more on. Now this one here is pretty good already. Yeah, it's pretty good. Maybe I could try and get some just on cover up that the glint of the CA glue. It's not too bad, but try not to get it onto the turret now. Okay, I think once that dries, it'll be okay. All right, let's quit while we're ahead. You know, I think that's it for this turret. Okay, let's recompose and take a nice close look. Now, a few minutes ago, I was thinking perhaps what I should do is cut this episode off a little bit early and try and get out. And I just looked out. It's raining. Okay. All right, now let's find a nice safe place for this, and the next time I handle it, all being well, will be when we drop it in hole number 1, or I guess it'd be barbette number 1. Yeah, we are done with step 51. Step 52. It's a lot like 51. In fact, there is nothing on 52 that I haven't already videoed. We've already got the life rafts on. Yeah, but the only thing left to do in 52 is put the blast bags on and glue this piece onto the bottom. We've already done that on camera. Now, speaking of on camera, I just finished editing everything up to date here, and I was very surprised at how much I had, so I'm going to call her quits here for today's episode. I did do the sunrise. It'll be at the end of today's episode. Nothing special, just nice, a little better than yesterday. Different music, never heard it before myself either. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.